Namibia imports most of its electricity from South Africa and other countries in SADC, but even that is not enough to power every household. Alweendo says it's important for the country to first understand why exactly there is an electrification problem.
You cannot address something fully if you really do not understand the problem. So if you do not understand why, for example, as I said, we don't have enough of electricity, why don't we have enough of it? Is that the cost of it? Is it the affordability? Is the just inertia on our part? Or what is it that make it that we do not have enough of it? We continue to import electricity from outside the country, putting ourselves really in a risky position such that here you have an important catalyst for socio-economic development, but you do not have the security of supply of that important tool that what you have.
Alweendo told the stakeholders that the national electrification policy should be crystal clear with a strong emphasis on affordability towards consumers.
The policy that we are actually talking about must be flexible enough, must be nimble, and also really it must be clear what it is we want to do. Policy clarity is very, very important. If we do not clear about what it is, as I was saying, we may end up not really getting where we think we are going to be getting. It's one thing to have electricity. It's another thing whether the consumers are going to afford that electricity. If they can't, it's also just as much as you don't have it.
For the past 10 years, the pace of electrification has been slow, particularly in rural areas.
By 2011, when the last census was done, we were at 41 or 44, depending on how you define electrification. So we are slowing down the pace of electrification. And that is not good because the population is growing. And if your electrification rate is slower than the population growth, you might actually start reducing the rate of electrification.
Francis Shahama, NBC News, Windhoek.